jumps into this one. But right now, on the point from Bakersfield, the Spainhour Trucking Terry Henry Race Prep, Bakersfield Ice, Skinny's Automotive. It's the 40 of Nick Spainhoward. And on his outside from Yuma, Arizona, the Maximum Race Oils, MRT, Off-Road Vixens, Aftermath Motorsports, Border Precast, and SBS Suspensions, the 198K of Corey Hemphill.
Then we pick up roll number 2 on the inside out of Medford, Oregon, Braxton Possinger. And to his outside, the 34 out of Santa Maria, it's Robbie Claiborne.
And on the inside of row number 3, driving the number 20S out of Bakersfield, that is Kevin Johnson, sponsored by Energy Concept, Victory Circle, and RPM Collision Center. Outside of him in the 1X, all the way from Yuma, Arizona, driving the Maxima Racing Oils MRT Off-Road Vixens machine, that is Crystal Hemphill.
Row number 4 on the inside, got the Victory Circle chassis and parts, Stevenson Suspension, KB Pump and Supply, DeWatt Farms, and Greenway Pest Incorporated sponsored machine, the 3AC of Ethan Dotson. And on his outside from Atascadero, the 51V, it's Von Vondera.
Then we pick up row number 5 on the inside, the 51G out of Bakersfield, California. It's Gavin Manning. And to his outside, the K&R Valve Fitting, Central California Construction, Gills Transmission, and all lit-up graphics in a brand new car, the 21 of Kyle Wood.
Row number 6 sets up like this, and the number 50 out of Atwater, California. That is Neil Barcelos. And outside of him in the 128 coming to us from Lancaster, California, Brandon Jennings.
Row number 7's got the Widwards Unlimited, Victor's Mexican Grill, 661 Works, Stevenson Suspension, Victory Circle, Race Prep, Smith & Son, 661 Utility Works sponsor machine, the 83, Jason Nation. And on his outside from Vancouver, Washington, the 17, Chris Frisbee.
Then we pick up roll 8 by himself. He comes to us out of Turlock, California, into 3CF. It's Chris Falkenberg. So that'll be the lineup for B main number 1 of the Northern.
12 laps.
Here we go, race fans.
You've got 12 laps to work with. You're sitting back in the second, third, fourth row, and you're looking at the front row and seeing Nick Spainhoward on the pole position. That's got to get to you a little bit, knowing how fast that 40 car is here at Bakersfield Speedway.
Yes and no. If I'm sitting back about 3 rows from him, I'm looking and counting, okay, where do I have to go to make sure that I qualified into the A main? And my job is to get as close to that spot as possible. Then work from there. Small goals.
You got 2 champions out there. One's in the front row. He's your 2018 champion. And then you got your 2017 champion right there in the back of 87 and 83, Jason Nation.
It's going to be a great start.
Yeah.
Great race. There's the green flag from Doug Ryan. Early lead to the number 40 of Nick Spainhoward. He leads the field through turns 1 and 2. Hang on. Trouble at the back of the pack.
That was Neil Barcelos in the 50 car out of Atwater, California. He'll get the car rolling. We'll stay green. And it's the 40 of Nick Spainhoward out front. Then you pick up Corey Hemphill. Then the 20S of Kevin Johnson. Here comes the 3AC of Ethan Dawson. But he's got a little bit of heat on the outside from that 25P of Braxton Possinger.
Von Vondera gets loose out of turn 2. A couple cars go by him.
Possinger,
around he goes. Everybody makes evasive maneuvers to clear him.
He gets the car fired, but he can't move because his car coming out of turn number 4 will go yellow.
Caution is out here on lap number 2.
So we got 2 in the books, 10 to go.
Wouldn't you know it? A little trouble, a little getting razzed up here by Paul Vetter, one of the good guys here at Bakersfield Speedway. Paul, how you doing?
Well, I just want to help you out with your sound system.
We'd appreciate if you just keep your hands off that, sir.
That's what all the girls tell me.
Paul Vetter, he's a wild one. You got to keep your eyes on him. Under caution here at the Budweiser Nationals, lap number 2 of Sport Mod B main event number 1. Your leader is Nick Spainhoward. Corey Hemphill runs second in the 198. It's been a wild night here for the Bud Nationals. A little more drama than what we normally see here at this event.
Not with just the race cars, but with our tower.
Tower, it's been one of those nights, and like you said, it's not even a full moon.
Yeah, it's crazy. But tomorrow's a new day.
You know, with all this fun stuff going on in the shenanigans, you know who this is?
Who?
This is Mike Mosher looking down going, you know what, I'm going to have some fun with the guys in the tower again.
I'm going to mess them up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. We love you.
Yeah. Because that was one thing that he loved to do up here. He let you know that
The shenanigans.
it was him, and the shenanigans will ensue.
That's right. Thank you so much, Mike Mosher, for those.
Definitely a character that we
Shenanigans.
miss. An honor to work with him up here when he was around as the announcer.
If you never got to see him outside the racetrack, he was so cool.
Oh, yeah, a great guy, and, you know, honored to be able to call someone of that kind of character a friend.
And the jokes he would do with his fake leg were crazy.
Oh, he scared the heck out of me the first night with that. He goes, I'm going to beat you with my leg. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he pulled it off and grabbed it and tried to. I almost ran for the door.
Back underway in racing, and already trouble in turn number 4.
Jennings.
Brandon Jennings getting turned around. Jason Nation involved with that one. He has missed 2 wrecks right in front of him on the last 2 restarts. Everybody's still under power. No
Staying
caution.
green.
Trouble for the 21 of Kyle
okay,
Wood. He
Wood.
gets turned around in turn number 3. We may have a caution on this one. He's got the car rolling forward just a little bit, trying to keep it going. See if and there's the caution. That is unfortunate for Kyle Wood.
Yeah, that one with the 128 having the spin early. When he came back out on the track, it just didn't give Kyle Wood enough time to get back out there before Nick Spainhauer came around.
Boy, Von
and that brought out the
car
caution.
is gotten. It's not as wide anymore.
Yeah, Von Bandera's car is pretty narrow.
Now that is an open wheel car.
Yeah, Von Deras looks like one of those asphalt modifieds with it's all set off to the left. And
Yep. Open wheels on both
Hey,
sides.
We need a bigger Nerf bar, please.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that would be a launching point.
And Kyle Wood takes the black flag. He'll be asked to leave the racetrack. One and done. That's going to make
Wow.
it, call it his night. That's unfortunate.
That's got to hurt with the brand new car and the Budweiser Nationals.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And
Ladies and gentlemen, though, I still have a set of keys that somebody has not claimed. They were found downstairs by one of the concession booths. If you can come tell me and describe what they look like, if they're yours, you can have them back. But you got to come up to the booth.
Or what kind of car it is, but it's got to be expensive. I can tell by looking at the
We're
key.
going to line them up and turn them loose one more time out of turn 4. There's the green flag from Doug Ryan. Again, Nick Spainhauer with a great restart in that 40 car. He won this event last year here at the Budweiser Nationals in dramatic form. 3
Dotson.
wide. Oh, my gosh. Here comes Ethan Dotson making some moves down low.
Yeah, he's all over the inside of that 20S of Kevin Johnson. And we lose the 50 again of Neil Barcelos out of Atwater. He spins, but he keeps the car rolling. We're going to stay green.
He is fighting a very ill-handling race car. Very loose in that 50. Up front, Nick Spainhauer now starting to put some room between himself and the rest of the field. And Dotson now battling the 198 of Corey Hemphill for the number 2 spot. He's going to take away from him through turns 1 and 2. He is now in the number 2 spot, sets his sights on the 40, trying to reel him in. He's got some time to work.
Yes, he does. Well, I tell you, Ethan Dawson ain't wasting no time right now, race fans.
He is so smooth, such a finesse driver, and able to get all the performance out of that race car. It's something special to watch here at the Budweiser Nationals here at Bakersfield Speedway.
Halfway down, halfway around, as Nick Spainhauer, the Bakersfield Bullet, living up to his name. But the young gun, Ethan Dotson, jumping in somebody else's car and driving it to the front.
Ethan Dotson's entry into turn 3 so smooth, able to keep the cars up on the bar and turning it at the same time. He is really flying around this track, and he is reeling in your leader, Nick Spainhauer. Spainhauer now at the back marker, the 50 car of Neil Barcelos, in risk of going a lap down. He's holding up Spainhauer just enough, and again, that's allowing the 3AC of Ethan Dotson to reel him in as the 40 of Spainhauer jumps to the high side. Not much traction up there.
That's to go.
Spainhauer clears Barcelos.
Oh, wow, that's not working really well for Ethan Dotson right there, Corey.
That gave up some room
Yes,
to the
it did.
40 of Spainhauer. That's a good race as Dotson going to work trying to get by Barcelos. He now clears him out of 2 onto the backstretch. White flag is coming out this time around. They're both going to the show. They don't necessarily have to race for the win, but Spain Howard has been dominant. He's led this one from the green. He may lead it all the way to the checkered. Look at Dotson reeling him in out of turn 2. It's about 2 car lengths. Into turn 3, Dotson drives up on the rear. He's got the hammer down, pushes up out of turn 4, taking a shot. It's not going to be enough. Spain Howard picks up the win. Dotson for second.
I tell you.
Johnson will finish third, then Hemphill and the 51G of Gavin Manning, your top 5. Good race there in the last couple of laps for the win.
I tell you, that was very exciting right there watching Ethan Dotson come from the middle of nowhere.
He is something special to watch behind the wheel of a race car. It doesn't matter if he's here or on the Northwest Speed Week Modified Tour or back at Boone at the big show at the Modified Super Nationals. He is a real talent. Definitely something to keep your eyes on when he's on the track.
They went off the track. They didn't go to tech.
Who didn't?
Ethan Dotson did not make his way over to the scales. He pulled off the racetrack. We'll see if that ends up in a DQ.
That would be the second of the weekend because he did it in a late model as well.
That is correct.
He's in the hot lane, but he hasn't passed that bar. But if you pass that bar, you're a DQ, so I don't know. But it's a DQ. Hang on.
We're waiting for confirmation up in the booth.
Well, on the track right now is our IMCA Modified. B main event number 1. We'll be right back on Spreaker Radio with that race.
Yeah.